YouTube, what's going on? How are you? Happy Tuesday. Now, I know I'm going to be one of many people uploading a video today featuring these cars, as this is the first day that they've landed in the US on a mass scale, anyways. Um, Simply amazing cars. Unbelievably amazing. The packaging is it's a lot nicer. Like, the quality of the cardboard is it's a notch above anything that they've done in the past. It just has a very, very high end feel to it. It's got the chrome foil stamped. There's your licensing and whatnot. All right, all three cars came in this box. I thought only the F40 was going to be in the square box. That was not the case. So we're going to start with the Dino Coupe. You will not find a better Ferrari Dino in 1:64 scale. I've got a Kyosho and it's amazing, but it's just not on par with this. When you take into account that this is a metal body, metal base construction, and my Kyosho has a couple of noticeable flaws. Like, it's got the split bumper in the rear, and on my Kyosho, one of the left side bumper is crooked, and then I have a paint blemish on the rear quarter panel. But TLV, their quality control is probably the best in diecast. I don't even think that Kyosho would have gotten past the quality control at Tomica Limited Vintage. Prototypical wheels that are accurate to the car. Scale and proportion is accurate. This car does have an opening bonnet. Which is right there. This is a mid-engine. And underneath that, you do have a detailed engine, but it won't stay up on its own, so I'm not going to mess with it. The glass is extremely clear. Some of the most clear I've seen in the scale. It's just an absolutely beautiful car. And I will have some information for you guys on how to grab these if you're interested. All right, so next up is the Dino Targa. This is actually the Kyosho that I have. I have the Targa top, except it's black. And the big difference, other than the open top, is that the B-pillars that run back along the back quarter panel are filled in with body rather than windows. On the coupe, that's more of a window. And it does come with the top. However, the top is sealed up in a little baggie with the side view mirrors, and I'm not going to open that baggie. So this is how my car will be. These are just unbelievable. I have not been this excited since I started collecting 5 years ago or whenever it was. This is the most excited I've been about any diecast release ever. That interior and those seats just look amazing. I believe these are lens taillights. I do believe those are lenses. Just an amazing looking car. It's like almost mind-blowing how nice these cars are. And the Dinos do have suspension. The F40 does not. Look at that car. That is just killer. It's really tough. If I had to pick one, I think I would pick the Targa. All right, now we're going to look at the Creme De La Creme. This is the one that really has generated all of the hype. This is the one that's going to be impossible to find. Tomica limited vintage Ferrari F40. One of my all-time favorite cars. And, in my opinion, the first supercar. You know, that's a debatable topic, but this is the car that I believe is the first real supercar. This car is the first 200 mile an hour production car, which is why I classify it as the first supercar. Plus, it was the first car to utilize a lot of modern technology. It is an interesting car because it was the last car for a lot of older technology, but it was the first car for a lot of newer technology. So a very transitional car in the automotive world. But just an amazing design. I think this might have been the last car that Enzo gave his blessing to also. I'm not positive on that, but I think it was the F40. I think it was the F40. I don't know. I'd have to double check that. It just looks so amazing. There's just not a better looking 1:64 scale car anywhere. And here's the thing about this. Guys, I have this in 1:18 scale that doesn't have this much detail. I mean, it's just insane. Is there a spare tire up here? So freaking cool. I love it. Probably my favorite car in my entire collection. Okay, if you guys want to own one of these Ferraris, here's how you can do it. So, the Toy Pimp got a whole bunch of these in, but he's real limited on the F40. He's not going to have a whole lot of those. So what he's doing is he's packing up everything that was prepaid, and then once all of that's packed up, he's going to post everything else that he has available to Instagram. And it's going to be first come, first serve. He's thinking he's probably going to have around 20 to 25. that's going to be your last chance to own this car at a price lower than $100. Because I think this car, if it's not already selling at 100, it will be very soon. And I think this car has potential to be the most valuable, most sought after Tomica limited vintage car of all time. It's that significant. It's that beautiful. I mean, look at these seats. It's so hard to believe that this is 1:64 scale. So hard to believe it. I'm not sure what his price is on the F40, but I know it's under 100. Now, if you want a Dino, he's pretty comfortable with the Dinos. Like, he's not real worried about it. He's pretty confident that if you want a Dino, that he will be able to supply you with the Dino. I think the Dinos are 55 or 60. Not sure about the F40, but just, if you're interested, keep an eye on his Instagram the next day or two, because I'm sure he'll have those posted. But these, I mean, if you're any kind of Ferrari collector, any kind of Tomica limited vintage collector, you are not going to want to miss this opportunity, because, in 6 months, this is going to be 120 plus. That's my prediction. And I think these cars will easily be at $100 in just a couple of years. So they do cost a little bit more than your average Tomica limited vintage release, but very, very exclusive. Right now, hardly anybody has Ferrari licensing. Maisto, Barago, and Kyosho are the only other brands in the scale. So there's just not a lot of it out there. And as far as, a Dino and a F40 go, Kyosho's the only other brand that's done those respectively. But this F40 just destroys the Kyosho. I mean, it just totally wrecks it. And same thing with the Dinos. They, and here's the thing. The Kyosho Ferraris are really, really nice. But they're not this nice. So, all right. Well, that's my video. I do have some other stuff, some other haulage that I got. But I'll do that in another video. Kind of taking a break from the layout for a few days. I'll try to get back to work on it this weekend. I'm really thinking I can have it back here doing videos by next weekend, a week from Saturday. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments and thoughts below. And if you're interested in purchasing one of these cars, just keep your eyes out on Instagram for the Toy Pimp, because he will be posting availability as soon as he meets all his paid obligations. So, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.